So, again, Greece is in the spotlight now. What kind of stories are interesting for an international audience?
They are local stories, stories that are rooted in a local environment, but they are told in such a way that they become universal. First of all, we produce for our television. So we make sure as commissioning editors that we understand what we want to put in our slots. And then there's a constant creative work that happens between the film director, the commissioning editor, and the producer. A success is when a story is well told, and when we're really happy that we found a creative way to address an issue. And then if a festival comes on top of that, we're very happy. And of course we're happy when viewers look at our films. For instance, we aired very successfully the film Antikythera Mechanism by Mike Beckham. But the creative thing was that the issue of the mechanism of Antikythera is a very scientific topic. So how do you get a very scientific and mathematical topic onto a broad public? So we chose, the film director chose to tell the story of the mechanism like a detective story, so that there you have a creative input of how do you deal with something that is very can be very dry and make it in a very appealing way.
Is the editorial line and the time slots killing the director's creativity?
I think not. I think that my 20-year-old experience now as a commissioning editor and as a producer show me that when you define in a clear way the framework in which you want a film to be done, it is beneficial for the work. We are not a foundation, we are a television. I always say when people ask me, but what is your job exactly? I always think it's creating space within a framework.
What would you advise Greek documentary filmmakers who would like to knock the door of Arte?
I think just to continue being passionate documentary filmmakers and to be to go through life with open eyes and to spot good stories, and then what they should do is join, if they can. There are several workshops that are available now in Greece by European Documentary Network, for instance, or Story Doc. And I'm very open for proposal, but they need to be very well-crafted films.
What is your experience in co-producing with Greece and Arte?
My story with co-producing with Greece is like 15 years old, but since we have signed this agreement, this is about 6 years, we have produced films that have won incredible international prizes. I'm very proud of that because it shows the great talent of Greek filmmakers. So I'm talking about big prizes like getting, a prize of Prix Europa, or getting the Arte Prize in Monte Carlo, or getting the Fripreski Prize in the Thessaloniki Film Festival. There are investigative documentaries, for instance, the film Sugartown the Day After by Kimon Sakiris. Then you have historical films, for instance, like Welcome to Greece, Mr. Marshall by Angelo Zabazoglu. Then you have more character-driven documentaries, and there you have Sayome by Nikos Deandas, but you also have The Colossi of Love, these wonderful stories of the Kamakias by Nikos Mistriotis. And then you have also stories of, like, My Sweet Canary, the story of Rosa Eskenazi. You have films like Mustafa's Sweet Dreams, also it's a character-driven film by Angelo Zabazoglu. These films have been shown in about 20 festivals each, so that is in a tremendous exposure of Greek stories made by the talent of Greek filmmakers and that go out to the world.
So you're planning a Greek Day at Arte in 2013. What will be the focus?
Arte is planning a Greek Day for 2013, probably April-May 2013, which will consist of 17 programs. It will start at 10 o'clock in the morning and finish at 3 o'clock next day in the evening. So all in all, the idea is that European viewers look at Greece with a much wider angle than only the crisis. So we will be co-producing 4 new documentaries. one documentary by Kimon Sakiris called Hardships and Beauties. It's a working title, where Kimon will be doing a road movie. He will be traveling through Greece and looking at the hardships, but also the beauties of the country, the potential in the country, the incredible initiatives that are also being made in the country. The second film is by Nikos Diandas, and it's called The Little Land, and there we will be traveling in the island of Ikaria, and there he will be watching at very closely at Greek people who have left big cities to come and try and live something different on the island of Ikaria. But we also have a wonderful documentary by Dimitris Arthiridis on Boutaris, on the fact that such an outsider of the political system could win the elections of the second city in Greece, which is Thessaloniki. The last film is called EU South and is done by Nina Paschalidou and Nikos Katsaunis. They're the people that did the wonderful web platform, The Prism, last year, and they will be looking not only on Greece, but they will look at Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Greece together, and focusing on all the new initiatives that are propping up in these countries to fight the crisis.